Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm planning with Cinderella, and I'm using the large princess icons, and I'm also using According to Ali's pumpkins. And I've had this spread in mind for a while, but I was waiting for October to do this one because I wanted to, make it about the pumpkins, and I just think it's like the perfect time of year to do this spread. I don't know. It seemed like the right time. So I had saved her for this. So I'm adding this giant Cinderella Mambi stick, and I'm going to put her mostly in the sidebar. And this is actually my social media spread for the week because I don't need as much room on this one. Like if I had made this my catch-all, I wouldn't have had as much room to write because there's a lot of decorative elements. So there's still plenty of room for what I need. So I wanted to add like a touch of orange, and I'm doing like touches of pink as well. So I added the orange sort of semicircle box over here with like a little pink to do. And I'm going to add the pumpkins and other little elements, little touches of pink. And then there's pink sparkles on her dress. So I'm just going to white out a little bit behind there. I really wish I had whited out the lines from Monday because I didn't realize it, but through her dress, you can actually faintly see those visible. It's not too big of a deal though, and I didn't want to rip her up, so I didn't bother to go back and add white out. It wasn't that big of a deal. So I'm using this washi. When I was doing the pre-plan, I just happened to look over and see it, and I use this washi a lot. Really probably need to get a backup of this one before it sells out. It's from Paper Minty Studio. I'm absolutely in love with her like designs, her stickers, her washi, like everything. I would get one of everything or two of everything if I could from her shop. She has the cutest stickers for like bullet journaling, and I mean you could use them for planning and just everything. So super cute, and all like original artwork. So anyways, this washi is like my favorite. If I had to pick one, I'd say maybe like a black and white grid washi, or this one, just because they're very versatile. So I've used this one quite a bit, but I think it looks beautiful with this spread, just to add a little touch of a floral element. And the color is very subtle. It's like a creamy color with just a little bit of like white and yellow, and it just really looks pretty with everything really, but especially with this spread, I thought it looked really nice. So I was working on where I wanted to place my pumpkins, and sort of hesitated and went back and forth a lot if I wanted to add more pumpkins, because I really want it to be like a lot of pumpkins going on. But I chose like different elements that would sort of bring it all together instead of just a whole bunch of pumpkins. I've used almost all my pumpkins from this sheet actually, with different spreads that I've been doing this month. So I need to get another one of those probably. Yeah, I probably do, because these are my favorite pumpkins. They're just like perfect orange pumpkins. I really like them a lot. And then I had seen this Once Upon a Time sticker in the Princess Magic book, and I just thought I had to have it on here because it's the pumpkins, the fairy tale, the magic. That's the vibe I was going for. Just a very magical, iconic Cinderella vibe going on. So I added that giant Once Upon a Time, and then a small box with a little glass slipper, which is pink and gold foil, and just a few elements because there's a lot of blue in her dress. And then I added the blue vertical box, and then a round sticker, just very magical. So one of my stickers says "Stay Magical," and then this one, the blue one, I'm trying to see what it says. I think it says something about magic or dreams. So it goes really, really well with this spread though, and I just wanted to make sure and have different elements with the different colors that I chose, sort of interspersed across the pages. So I used a little flag that's Cinderella. I didn't want to overdo it because Cinderella, when you do a princess spread especially, I found that if you just overdo it with all the boxes, they all have Cinderella or they all have characters in them, it just ends up not as nice and cohesive as if you just do like a few boxes with like, the shoe or like the little details instead of just like all Cinderella, everything. I don't know if that makes any sense what I just said, but so I added some of the washi along the pink box, and I have like an orange importance sticker. I think those are from Bold School. And yeah, I pulled like a few elements from different books and quote boxes from different books as well. So this is definitely, it came together beautifully. It looks like it all goes together, but these came from like a bunch of different books. So I'm just trying to work on the placement here just to see where this washi is going to look best, because I had already had a lot of the stickers down. So I was just trying to see like where I could put it. I didn't want to just lay it over the top. I wanted to kind of layer it. And decided to move it up a little bit so you can see it a little better. Just looks better in that position. And I was wondering what I was going to do I wanted to do something in the corner, the top right corner, just to fill out that white space. So I figured it out, but then I was a little disappointed with how it like was all like close together at the bottom. So later you'll see that I do move things around just a little bit. I move one of the clusters, I move it up a little bit, and I move Once Upon a Time over and add like a little gold flower, like a line art flower, and some sparkles and just different elements. So yes, I had fun with this one. I really liked doing Cinderella. I always have fun with the princess spreads. They're just like really fun to come up with something unique and different, creative. So I always have fun doing these. And the princesses are my jam because I have a toddler, little girl, and she loves all the princesses. So that's what we're watching all the time. And yeah, so I wasn't a huge Disney fan before I got into Happy Planning, but actually the first Happy Planner I bought was one of the Disney Princess Planners from last year, from 2020, or that came out in 2020. And it got me hooked, well, of course the stickers and the whole creative aspect of it. But that was the first one I bought, and I filled up the pages like very, very quickly, like the whole thing. And it was like so thick. And then I realized after the fact that you kind of don't want to plan that far ahead. That's insane because your week's going to change. You may need different stickers. It's not always going to be identical every week. So it was a dashboard layout actually too. So I ended up not really using that one. I used it, I think, through March. And then I just kind of gave up because I had just planned so far ahead that, and what a waste of stickers. Oh, it's heart-wrenching. But yeah, I just planned too far ahead. That's what I did. And then I had nothing to do after that. So I had to like buy more planners. But then I realized, not to get so far ahead, and once the hobby kind of like settled in and it wasn't so new anymore, I just kind of got the hang of it. You just fall into a groove. So I plan by the week now. So I could probably, for a while I did it about a month ahead, but even that was a little too far out for me. So I like how I'm doing it. I just plan for the week ahead, about a week ahead. Like I would plan for next week, like all throughout this week, like as far as my decorating and filming now. I wasn't always filming and photographing everything, but now that I am filming and taking photos, like you definitely need that week to like all your spreads done when you have multiple spreads to do for the week. And then you need time to like photograph your spreads before you start writing in them, which I like to fill out my spreads on Sunday night or Monday morning and for the week. And so I try to get all that stuff done by like Saturday or Sunday. So then I can fill in my week and then anything that I need to write down ahead of time. I use the perpetual calendar for that, and it works really good. It works really well. So if I need anything, or in the monthly, I write it or put a sticky note, in the monthly, and then it works. So yeah, that's how I do it. So this is what I decided to do in the corner up here. I just wanted to add, like I said, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, a little bit of orange, and make it look very cohesive and just really put together. And just another little Cinderella. I think I used 4. So I have like 2 tiny ones and then a vertical box and then the big, huge Cinderella. So it's just enough, I think, not to like toot my own horn, but I think I did balance this one really well. So I think it's just enough on the princess icons, and I did a lot of foil. That was one thing I was a little worried about, was using so much foil, because they're hard to photograph, and honestly it took up a lot of room because of that huge, like, Once Upon a Time, but they are definitely hard to photograph. And when you're sharing, you want it to look beautiful as it looks in real life. So I took about, once I finished the spread, I took about 100 pictures, I think, of this one spread before I finally landed on one that I was happy, not one, but a couple that I was happy with. The first ones would have probably worked just fine, but the glare from the light with the foil, and like you can't get all the foil to look the same. So some of them are going to like look dull and like darker, and then some of them are going to be like shiny and bright, and then some of them you can't see at all if the light is really, really strong. So you just have to get the right angle. And it just does take a lot more time photographing when you have a lot of foil. Now, if you just have like a few elements, it's much easier, because then you can like put your light in such a way and put it at such an angle that you can see it well. It's not gonna, throw a glare. But when it's all through the spread, that can be a little challenging, to say the least. So, but no big deal. I like it. I love how it turned out. So, just sort of deciding what I'm going to add next, if I need to add something there. And, oh, the train. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the train is going by. We live like a mile from the railroad track, so you can hear it when it goes by. And it's actually not like super loud at night. I don't know. Maybe they just don't run them at night. I never hear the train at night. I only hear it like maybe twice a day, 2 or 3 times a day. So, yeah, not like super bothersome. I would hate to live right next to it. There is a neighborhood not far from here where I'll go jogging sometimes, and it's like literally, their house is like literally right next to the railroad tracks. I don't know. I would be worried to death that my child was going to get out there and get run over by the train. I would be worried all the time if I lived right there. Not to mention how loud is that when you live right next to it, but I, pray that those poor people get sleep at night. I don't know if the train goes at night, but yeah, hopefully it's not as bad as I'm imagining it to be. So this is what I decided to add up here. Just some washi. When in doubt, I'm sorry for the noise, that's my dehumidifier, it's been kicking on. When in doubt, add washi, because it brings a spread together. You can really put little touches all throughout, and it just brings it all together. And then if you don't have anything else to put a little bit of washi in a colorful box. There you go. So that's what I did here. That way I can still write on this space, and it adds some color. Just another little element there that kind of ties it all in. loving, loving, loving the chamomile floral in this washi. It's just so pretty, so delicate, just like Cinderella. Beautiful, strong, delicate, all the positive, beautiful things. So, but yeah, it definitely reminds me of like a princess, or like, and it actually, this washi works really well with like I said, bujo spreads, and like very like natural, like cottagecore kind of vibes. It goes really well with just about anything. So, but it just screamed to go into the spread when I saw it. I was like, yes, I've got to use that one. And then there's one thing that I missed filming, which was I added a little orange butterfly at the very end. So yeah, I actually added the orange butterfly. It was like an orange and like white and black butterfly. I added that actually this morning. It is Monday morning, and when I took another look at the spread, I thought it would just be perfect, and I added it to a cluster. And you will see here shortly, because I added a final image at the very end, so you can see exactly how it turned out. But for now, I had added the gold line art florals, and just doing some finishing touches. I had to cut off the bottom of her dress because it just barely went down over the edge down there. So I cut that off. And this is my spread, guys. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching. This is what it looks like. And thank you all so much. Check me out on Instagram at That's Her Plan. Bye.